Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Big Joe Recovery. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Happy. It's a great time of the year, and I have a special guest today, and it's amazing here that we've been talking for a little bit now. It's a little over an hour or so, and we're talking about life, recovering from life, because life throws us curveballs, and Big Joe Recovery, it's about finding you. Talked a lot this morning and creating that change that you can create, and finding your way in life, this journey, this never-ending journey of life, which comes through a lot of complications, ups and downs, trials and tribulations. And this organization, which I want you to introduce as you introduce yourself. I might be rambling a little too much as the holiday festive spirit I got today.
Absolutely.
But please introduce yourself and welcome to Big Joe Recovery. Tell us a little bit about you and the organization that we're both involved with, but you are employed with, and the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Adam Brill. I am the Communications Director for Community Partners in Action, which happens to be celebrating its 150th year
150
in 2025. It is
big numbers.
It's a great number. If we can think about all of the people that this organization has impacted in its 150 years, they'd probably be able to fill that stadium that's not too far from here.
Duncan?
Several times over.
Yeah.
Duncan Park, because we started off in 1875 as what was then called the Prisoners' Friends Society.
Yes.
And then it became the Connecticut Prison Association. And in 1997, in honor of all of the partners and communities that we've been involved with, because it takes a village.
Yes.
Sometimes it takes a few villages. And we became Community Partners in Action, but never wavering from our mission, which was to bring dignity to the people that were returning from incarceration, people who had the opportunity to receive services and supports that this organization has done in reentry, in juvenile, in enrichment services, in prison arts, and in alternatives to incarceration in the community, so that we give people the interventions and the supports that they need to succeed. So I've got the great privilege and honor of creating messaging that goes out to the folks that are either our donors or funders, the people that are supporters online and who read our annual reports, like this one here that just came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know that guy.
And which features somebody on the front cover. One of the great thrills I had when we were at our annual meeting at the Pond House Cafe.
Yeah, that's a familiar place too.
Where you work, where you are the operations manager. So
yes.
I'm putting these annual reports on the tables, and one of your colleagues there who's dressing the table, for probably thinking this is just another event.
Yep.
She sees that guy in the center there, and she says, "That's Joe." And I understand when you came in later on that day,
that afternoon,
they had a poster with that annual report.
They had the annual report here that said "sexiest man alive." I was dying laughing.
Well,
something to walk into.
Something to walk into, but a credit to what you do there, the people that know you, respect you, and love you, and just that sense of pride in that they have for you, and knowing that, oh my goodness, here's an organization actually is impacting people that I know. Yeah. And I didn't know her name of the individual woman.
I think it's Floor. I'm pretty sure it's her.
But she was so proud and happy to see it. And so, when people see individuals that they know who are benefiting from life's supports and services that an organization like CPA provides, it means a lot, because it's helping to make society better. Yeah. Right. The work that we're doing, it takes people helping other people. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we have here in our report. But in the area where reentry is, this is a sign that you knew too well. They're welcome in many different languages.
A key word: opportunity.
We
all have it.
And you, with your T-shirt of growth and mindset, I remember when we did this photo shoot, you said, I bought a T-shirt that really defines who I am, and you changed into it, and here we are with Robin Ledbetter and Sharon Cody on the front page of you. It was an honor and a pleasure, of course, personally, to be able to meet you and have you in that in a documentary film that's going to be coming out next year in 2025. But to be able to tell your story and to have you as part of that.
So this is Adam's. Usually he's not on camera. He's the man behind the scenes usually, and I was joking with him earlier. So, being the man behind the scenes, what's that feeling? I know we were talking that feeling you're getting to help others that people really don't see up front. You know, you're the guy back here in your desk doing your thing, working with a team. You know, unity. You know, like my AA triangle, unity. You know, we got to work together to make these great things happen. Like you were telling me with the cover here, you added some new features like with the numbers popping out on the bottom, because we need to see what's being presented and what you can do and contribute. Like now I'm going from a person who participated to being somebody who's going to donate this year for your upcoming, annual report. And it's going to be nice to see my name in the back, like Big Joe Recovery.
That's right.
And he was a guy who participated in this program, who was in prison and got out and changed his life for the better with individuals like you who I felt warming when you approached me to, hey, you made me feel comfortable too when you had the cameraman and you're telling us, just be yourself.
That's right.
How does it feel to you're helping individuals, even though you're behind the scenes, you come out and you're talking with people? How does that make you feel? Like,
well, he's mentioned the numbers on the bottom of the pages.
Yeah.
For people that give to our organization, they see numbers, but I see those numbers as people.
Yeah.
The people that have come into our programs, people that are benefiting from the services we provide, the people that we help find housing, people that we help secure jobs and employment and get the opportunities to succeed. We want to have people come through our doors, not only be welcomed, but also thrive, knowing that we are there to help them to have success in their life, whether it means repairing relationships with people in their family or in their community, or finding that job that they think that they really want to have to help them grow, to go back to school, find vocational training, whatever it is, we help find them. So those are not numbers to me; those are people.
Yeah.
Those are, and when you think about it like that, it makes those numbers even more powerful.
Yeah.
Right. 45 youth that came through our juvenile detention centers who are finding success, so that when they go home and we help them reacclimate to the community, that they're not going to come back and go into the adult system. So they're going to actually maybe go to school, get a job, continue on the path to success, to become productive members of society, where they look back on that experience. Oh, I was a stupid kid, and we all do dumb things.
We all make bad decisions.
We all make bad decisions, and for every decision there's a consequence.
Yes.
But if you take advantage of the services that we provide and other organizations provide, there's outcomes that could be really powerful for you. That's what I try to get through in our messaging, to keep it real, but to remind people that we're here for a purpose.
Yeah.
And we need funding. We rely on grants, and we rely on donors for support. But it all starts for me, Joe, with what I believe in order to do my mission in life, which is tikkun olam. It's Hebrew for repairing the world. And for me, it's
part of the value system, right?
It's my personal value system that has guided me through life, from law enforcement 40 years ago into public relations, into where I am now. So I've kind of come full circle from where I started, with the added benefit now of trying to help individuals succeed and to make the world a little bit better than where I found it. And that's my gift. That's my purpose. That's my mission.
Yeah, and that's amazing. Mission could be subject to change at times, right? Let's add benefits to it. Like, how are we gonna make it better? And that's what we talked about a lot this morning, making things better. And it's exactly what I do with these videos. Just putting a message out there. And like I told you earlier, it's, hey, not everything may be for that individual, but there might be something we say during this that just clicks and I need that for today. And I get that a lot when I go to my meetings, and even when I run meetings, everything comes off on the fly, what I'm feeling inside, and then I think of memories, and something comes out and it's like, oh crap, yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
And that's what, that's put a positive message out there that might make sense to somebody just for today. Life is a struggle, but it doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be.
No.
No.
How do you feel like in your years here on this planet, what has been like the greatest learning experience you can give to others?
To show up. I learned working in for a water utility 15 years ago from the CEO when I was filming him for a documentary about their 150th anniversary. And
pleasure, two of those.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those milestone anniversaries.
Milestones.
And a water company provides a utility that we actually ingest, drink.
Need to live, survive.
Need to live. So it's a little bit more of a value than a commodity like gas or electric, right? Because you're putting it into your body. And so this particular CEO shared with me that his message was to show up in life.
Yeah.
And that's become kind of my message too, as a guideline, that when you do show up, and I look back on life, when you take the time to get up a little earlier in the morning,
yep,
to go to work with the right attitude, to be there when you're needed, and to show up when you're needed. People see that, they recognize that. It goes a long way in life, because when you have that mindset, going back to that T-shirt you wore, of being healthy, of being positive, of taking advantage of the opportunities that come along, opportunities again.
Yes.
You show up, you have a better shot of finding the success that you're going to want to achieve because you took the time to do so.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's sacrifice. Life is full of opportunities. It's just a matter of what you are willing to do to make those opportunities become a reality for you. And it is easy to let somebody else do it, to not get up so early, to not go there first thing in the morning, to not be there, right? And not being in the present. Somebody else would take advantage of that for sure.
Oh,
100%. So why not you? You are only responsible for your own happiness.
Yes.
Nobody else is going to provide that. So when you do that for yourself, you get into that habit. It could be a habit of doing things that are not self-serving in a good way, or doing it in a positive way.
Yeah.
And when you get in the habit of doing it and doing it and doing it again, chances are it's going to become who you are. And people are going to respect you for it. You're going to respect yourself for it. And it'll pay dividends and people rewarding you, either recognition or monetarily or community. People saying that, you know what, Joe? You are an outstanding individual. You are doing so many great things for the community. The people that are watching this podcast, how are you giving back? And because you could easily say, I don't have to do this. What do I need to do this for? But there are one or two people that are going to be watching this and saying, you helped my life. And that, to you, I know you, is really what you're doing. You showed up to do this, and that's the gift, that blessing that people are going to be benefiting from, that makes you feel better.
Yeah, 100%. You know what that kind of reminds me of? I don't know what you believe on this, so I'm going to ask you. Do you believe in the saying, there's a season and a reason? It's something like that. There's a reason for the season. You could vice versa any way you want to, but I believe that we meet people in our lives that were meant to be in our lives for a reason. And it could only be for a season. Maybe it's just for the fall or winter, or it could be for a lifetime.
That's right.
What are your feelings on that?
I think we all have people that come in and out of our lives. I mean, people can refer to them as angels.
Okay.
They could refer to them as people that through, it was meant to be that you came along into my life when I needed somebody to talk to, when I needed somebody to lean on for support, or when I needed somebody to give me a helping hand. And it's what we do when that person appears. Do we take advantage of it, or do we put up a wall? Do we extend ourselves to, you know what, I could learn something here, I could benefit from something. I'm not going to be so closed-minded that I'm going to turn you away. If you open up yourself to the opportunities that people generally want to help each other out. We as American people, are the most generous people when it comes to charitable giving. Why? Because we want to see people succeed.
Yeah.
We want to see people be lifted up.
Mm-hmm.
And, this organization depends 91% on folks, giving us the grants that we require to provide these services. Because people know that they're better off when they get that kind of support and services that we provide. So I think when people want to help other people out and you're willing to receive that assistance, it can only be good things. It's just a matter of being open to it. And it's a powerful thing when you allow yourself to be open to someone's help. And not necessarily charity, but whatever it's a job opportunity, whether it's counsel, or whether it's just a listening
Power
ear.
of presence.
Power of presence is powerful.
Yeah. You know what? There's this saying, I say it a lot, and it's like, you might forget what someone says, you might forget what someone does, but you'll never forget how they make you feel. And I think what we've been talking about today is happiness.
Yeah.
We all want to feel happy. Who wants to be miserable?
Right.
We don't want to be miserable. This is when we have to reevaluate, check on our mental health status. I recently took a course last weekend online through Hartford Healthcare, mental health first aid course.
Mm-hmm.
And it opened my eyes, so I'm a mental health first aid responder now. It's like, now I know the proper techniques. There's algae is the saying for it, assessing, listening, giving, and then, educating them with the encouragement.
Right.
There's two encourage, professional encouragement, and then branching out, networking, like places like CPA where you can go, resources,
Right.
And it's just amazing that there's so much out there. You actually have that openness and willingness to do that, and that's that change, because I know it's hard to get uncomfortable. We're used to comfort as humans, right?
That's right.
What worked for you in your lifetime that you had to get uncomfortable to get comfortable to where you're going? Do you know a specific situation, or just in general that you can maybe share with the audience? Because we don't like that uncomfortable feeling. I know I don't. I was just telling you about walking in here. I was like, I love it now. Before I had to walk in anywhere, it's like heart beating and nervous, sweaty, hands, palms sweaty.
Yep.
Today I can just walk in and just be happy with a smile. Tell us a little something.
I think it comes down to the people that you're interacting with, and when we embrace you in a respectable, comforting manner, next time this is how I'm going to be treated. It starts with the tone of whoever's in charge of an organization too. I know here at CPA we're blessed with a leader who sets a tone that we all follow, because it's just the right tone. It's a positive tone that's built on respect and trust and love, in a way that the people that we are here to help, individuals come here for all different types of reasons. But we're not going to judge them. We're going to help them.
Judgment free.
So if folks want to receive our assistance, we're going to do everything we can to make them succeed. For me personally, gone through a lot of things in life. There were no easy rides. It required sacrifice and help from others, but also the ability to change and know that life is constantly changing. I've helped counsel politicians, leaders in government, folks in industry. I have clients on the side that I get them through crisis. At the end of the day, they all rely on one thing, which is steady, sound advice and counsel based on experience. I've been blessed to live a few years on this planet, and I know that for the most part, experiences typically are like a cycle. They repeat themselves. And as a anthropologist, an applied anthropologist, I know that if you do a certain thing, over and over, it's going to have the same kind of result.
Yes.
So like when I do crisis management, I know that for the most part, that if you choose to wait to deal with the crisis, it's only going to get worse.
And sometimes it can be too late.
Too late, correct. And so when I talk to clients who are going through periods of crisis, or when I talk to folks that I work with, you can relate to the crisis, fend it off by responding to it sooner and avoiding a crisis altogether, knowing that there are certain things that will create a crisis, okay? And then you avoid it altogether. But you do learn lessons. How did we get here? How do we not get there again? And I think it's the same thing in life. You know, you can see the same patterns.
Yeah.
If I do the same thing again, this is probably what's going to happen.
Like the insanity of addiction.
Exactly. It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
Okay? If I choose to take a different path, and I know it's hard work.
Yes.
It's hard work. But if I choose this path instead of the easy path, I maybe will have a better outcome. Okay? If I take advantage of the supports, of the people, of the opportunities that provide themselves, that allow me a different future. Okay?
Yeah.
I might have a better outcome. And nothing is guaranteed. But I'll tell you this, if you go down the road that you know is going to end up not well for you, then you're not going to change.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like crisis, okay? I help mitigate those crises. You help mitigate people from going down that road.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of folks that we are thankful for,
Yes.
who are in this profession, who know those predictable outcomes and try to get people away from them, because it is hard to avoid. But you can do it, as you well know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I have to keep up my daily maintenance, you know. And these videos that only do, hopefully helping somebody today, helping me as well, you know. Constant reminder of, hey, look where you came from.
That's right.
Staying humble, you know. You know, having I'll throw an example out there. Came out to a flat tire yesterday on my way to work, and I'm like, okay, deep breath, spiritual principles, not respond like I would have in the past, you know, because I was usually a very angry man, and it just would have been F this, F that, forget about it, I'm not even going to work. No, work through it. We're working a solution today,
Correct.
you know, and that's that mindset again.
That's right.
You know, yeah, feel your feelings for a moment.
Yeah.
You're gonna be upset.
Yeah, you're human. You're human.
Yeah. The shock's making all crazy noise. Okay, maybe they work together. Now we just got to spend a couple dollars. But today I have a job that I could spend those couple of dollars, not where I was penny pinching or, you know, homeless, in prison, where I couldn't do anything. Grateful. The gratitude journal. I brought it by. This is what I do every day. You know, when I start the day off and I'm grateful, it got me through that. This is one of my biggest tools.
Yep.
I keep that thing close, you know. Like today, you know, what am I grateful for today? Today is actually a weekly challenge was go to a coffee, tea shop, and pay for someone's drink.
Oh, wow.
That just, I was ready. I knew I was coming to see you, so I already
So I've got some coffee and donuts here for you. Thank you.
But it's like, normally in the past, I would, if I had to show up somewhere, I would never even think about somebody else's needs. And today I'm grateful that I'm grateful to be able, I'm willing, and I'm open to honesty always.
Yeah.
And then what should make today great? I even put you, guidance with Adam at CPA, the message in quotation marks, because that's what it's about, is giving the message.
And I'm grateful that I'm in your grateful book,
Right?
because we all need each other in order to make the world a better place.
That's right.
You know, one person can't do it by themselves. It takes so many people to be of the like mindset to want to make the world better.
The behind the scenes.
And you don't have to think globally. You can act locally.
Yeah.
Right? You know,
Within your organization.
within your organization, within your community, within your neighborhood, within the people that are in
your circle.
In your circle. You know, by the positive messages that you share, by being there, by being kind and understanding, and realizing, hey, I know life has got its issues. There's challenges, but we can do this together. You know, I can help you find the right ways to get where you need to go, or where you think you need to go, and help you get there. I can't do it for you all the time. You know, you're gonna have to do that yourself. But you know, when people are willing to listen and act, that's a powerful thing. And it's great to witness it and see people achieve what they want to achieve. Yeah,
It is, because we can all achieve anything you put your mind to. Really.
anything.
Yeah, you're gonna have, like you said, it's not the easy road. You're gonna have, if you don't have those bumps and bruises along the way to get to where you're trying to go, then you're not gonna get there. It's, you know, you have to. I said this morning, failure can be a good thing. You know, I'm failing like crazy at my new position at work, but I'm learning.
Failure is the best thing. Without failure, you cannot recover. You cannot know, okay, this happened. How do I not repeat this again? You know, risk is also a part of what we do in life, right? Yeah, this could be a little risky if I choose to take a shortcut. But sometimes learning the shortcut gets you to the success that you need sooner. And so I think the most creative people are the ones who look for the shortcuts in life and actually get there sooner, because they've devised a way to be a little bit of innovative in how they practice their life experiences. So that can actually be a blessing. I don't like to put people in a box and say, you have to do it this way, you can't do it that way. Let people figure it out how they're going to get there and do it on their own time, but get there. Give them the opportunities and the needs that they require to get there, right?
The support.
But let them do it on their own, and they'll get there. I think that failure is key because it only makes you grow. And grow, I think that was on your t-shirt too, growth, right? That's all part of growth. It's all part of success. There is no leader in the world today who didn't fail at some point or multiple times. There are people who have lost millions and billions of dollars because they chose to, maybe grow too fast or they took a risk. But that failure got them to know where, okay, I did this last time, I need to do this, do it a different way to get there this time. It's all part of life and living. I know folks who are PhDs who have failed along the way to get where they have to go because a formula didn't work out or a theory that wasn't right. They research and they do it again. And next time it's right.
How do we do it better?
How do we do it better?
Just keep getting better, and that's what we do, especially in recovery. What can I do better today? Assess. Always assessing. And I liked what you said. What do you do before you go to bed to end your day? As I really liked what he said, and I said I got to do more of it. You share with us?
Absolutely. So before I go to bed each night, and I've been doing this for years, and it cleanses me in a sense that anybody that I have offended, upset, harassed, annoyed, alarmed, you name your adjective. Okay. I hope that they can forgive me, because this is a way I can forgive myself. Because I ask in return, if they can forgive me, I also ask that, I tell my maker, I forgive them, anybody that's done any of that to me. I sleep better at night knowing that I've got almost like a clear conscience, and I've forgiven anybody that might have done anything wrong to me. And I can only hope that they could do the same for me. That's my mantra. And it allows me to sleep better, but also allows me to forgive myself and not carry the burdens or the issues that we go to bed with at night, that are only going to be there in the morning. Let it go. Tomorrow's another day, and tomorrow, if I didn't accomplish what I wanted to do today, I will get there tomorrow. And it has never failed that the sun will rise tomorrow. And,
right.
And it'll be there, and there'll be time to do what you didn't do today. You'll do it tomorrow. And if it means apologizing to someone that you might have, hurt their feelings or said something in the wrong way,
you just step up and do it.
You do it. You get it out of the way, And you know what? It'll start a conversation because, you didn't have to apologize. But you know what? You feel like you needed to apologize. You needed to set the record straight. You need to clear the table. And they'll respect you. You'll respect yourself more. And you go on. And it just makes it so that next time it happens, it's easier. I think people tend to think that I don't want to come across as weak. I don't want to come across as having to do something, that makes me look bad, or I don't want them to feel a certain way about me. Make yourself feel better. Happiness starts here.
That's right.
And people are more likely to extend the olive branch and to embrace you with kindness and with love if you are true to yourself. And that's what people do, who are trying to build up people rather than tear them down.
Yes.
That's
more building.
More building.
More building.
100%.
So for our viewers, one great piece of advice or positive affirmation we can get people that are watching through the day today and moving forward. What do you have for us?
I got to go back to show up.
Show up?
Show up. Life has got lots of challenges in it. There's no day is ever going to be easy. It's easier to stay home and sit in your pajamas and watch TV.
How you're growing though, right?
Yeah. And some people have that lifestyle where they have to work behind a computer in their home, and that's fine. But for those who are looking to, change, to, how do I get out of the funk that I'm in?
Go out for a walk.
Go out, show up. When somebody, somebody in the neighborhood needs a helping hand, or needs assistance, show up, help. If you're looking for a job, there's so many organizations out there that need people. Maybe not necessarily for pay that you want, but sometimes it starts off with volunteering.
Opening doors.
Opening doors, finding out what you can do to help another organization or individuals.
The people you meet.
Be better. You give them your time. That time matters, and people don't forget that. And if you help them out, more likely than not, they're going to want to help you out. And so it starts with showing up and doing something that might be a little uncomfortable, but in the end, we'll be better all for it. So I go back to that.
Beautiful. And I say that in a lot of my meetings, showing up is, for me, 80% of the battle. And if I'm there, I'm able to receive a message. That's what matters. Yeah, show up in life. I like that. That's today's quote, today's positive affirmation. Show up.
And it's the holiday season message too, right?
Yeah.
Anything great in life.
Everybody's getting together, right?
People get together.
They're showing up.
A sense of community, a sense of growth, and a sense of love.
Yeah.
That we're all in it together, and that we're stronger, together than the sum of its parts. So, I think we we need to be there for each other in life, but also for ourselves. That's where it starts.
Beautiful. Adam, thank you so much. It's been a
Joe,
pleasure, honor.
Joe, I'm so happy to be doing this with you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
And remember to show up. Closed mouths don't get fed, so if you have something to say it with kindness.
And go Yankees.
The Yankees sucks, baby. That's all right. We'll let them slide. But that's it. We still come together, Enjoy. Happy holidays. Be kind to each other and show up. Take care, y'all. Love ya.